You guys, man, I just nearly got scammed. Hey, good. I've come to the UK. If you think Yahoo is big, big business, I don't know what the Indians call their own because it's on another level. I swear to God. Damn. Hi everyone, my name is Pamela and this is Chitchat with Pam. In case you're just joining, this is a channel where I talk about lifestyle, entertainment, fashion, basically everything. So I'm not much of a talker, but there's just some things in this life that make you want to talk because people be testing your patience, like ridiculously testing your patience. So in case you just joining my channel, remember to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and let's get to it. So today I'm going to be talking about how I nearly got scammed, and to be honest, yeah, it makes me feel like when I used to work in the bank, I didn't learn enough because these guys are getting craftier by the day, and for the most part, I feel like probably um I'm not yet fully versed in the fraud department. So let me put it like this: I recently got a call from HMRC. That's like the revenue service in the UK here. I thought it was a HMRC anyway. So this guy calls me up and he's like, so am I speaking with this person, and you're calling you because of tax evasion. And in my mind I'm like, ah, tax evasion, okay. Me that just entered this place how many months ago. Okay, carry on. And then he goes on to say that normally before you start working here in the UK you have to have registered for like council tax um exemption. But I know that typically the school gives you an exemption letter when you're about to rent an apartment, right? But I had no idea about, having to get an exemption as well for tax when you want to work part time here. I didn't know anything about it. I've never heard about it. But normal me, and I was already panicking. I'm like, okay, man, I didn't know about that too. So I mean, tell me what to do. He talks and he talks. Trust me, we're on the phone like almost over an hour, right? And he's telling me about, the consequences, how I can get arrested, how if I don't pay the money immediately, I could he'll call the police to come pick me up from my house, and that if I don't do everything, as he says, it could lead me to end up paying about £25,000 fine for evading the tax and not, carrying on with all his instructions. I said, okay, no problem. And then he now says, okay, are you in a private place? Don't put me on speakerphone. Make sure the phone is on your ear, right? And then, or make sure you're in a private place. If you have to put me on speaker, make sure you're alone. No one needs to hear the information I'm giving you because it's private information. It's delicate information. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, no problem. At this point, I was in Abdul's. It's a place where I buy like food stuff. So I went to Abdul's to pick up some stuff when this call came in. I was even about to pay for it when this call came in. So I had to even tell the counter guy, okay, please, give me a moment. Let me just finish this thing I'm doing. And then the guy's like, okay, cool. So I go outside and I'm trying to like talk to this dude and everything. Then after all, I finish. He's like, okay, go and conclude what you're doing, but I'll stay on the call. I'm like, well, let me put you on hold. Let me call back if possible. And he's like, no, 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 no. But if I cut off the phone, then they will nab me for evading because it's like I'm cutting the phone because I don't want to pay. I said, okay, I was already panicking. But at the back of my mind, someone just kept telling me that it doesn't sound right. Normally, this kind of situation, if it's official, they will send you an email, they send you, this was like paper letter, so they always send you like a letter. So, but I haven't gotten anything like this. I've not even gotten any kind of whatever from them to tell me that, okay, because I know I did my due diligence. I checked everything I needed to do before I got here. And even while I'm here, I'm still doing like research. I've not seen or heard anything like this before. Now I go on and I'm like, okay, cool, let me even see. Um, and now I'm trying to like do it on my phone because I have my headphones on. I'm trying to check on my phone about it. And then while I'm talking to him, he's engaging me so much so that I will not be able to do my research. Like I won't be able to press my phone. So I think he suspects that I'm trying to check and he's like, Madam, that he needs me to actually go private right now. Right. And okay, I should put him on speaker while I'm doing what I'm doing. So he's talking and just scaring the shit out of me. Sorry for my French. So all in all, eventually I now so I'm walking. So okay, eventually I'm like, okay, my internet is not very good. Do you know that I got to the point where I almost transfer this money to this guy. He was asking me for about, he said, okay, that the amount I owe the government is about 398 pounds or something like that. I'm like, how did I even go? I mean, I started working May. Where did I go and accumulate that kind of amount of money? How much is my salary? God. So I now said, okay, cool, no problem. Let me do the transfer. He said, okay, where's the money? I should put the money in my Revolut account. Revolut is one of the bank accounts, like a virtual account. So I now transferred, money that they just pay for salary that I was supposed to use for my rent into the Revolut account. Yeah. And I'm already going through the process, like trying to do the transaction and everything. But the point of pay now, something just hits me like, no, 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 don't do this thing can be real. You get, because normally it's supposed to be official, right? Fine. And I start trying to distract him. I'm like, okay, I'm trying. The app is messing up. My internet is bad. He's like, madam, you're beginning to sound like you're evading, blah, 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 blah. So it's like his tone just changed me. And I'm like, oh, this one is a thief. So I now called the phone. He now called me back immediately. I'm like, I thought you said once the call cuts off, it means that I'm not doing it again. That is why you're calling me back now. He says, that I'm not ready to do this, that he's just going to send the police to my address, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just talking to him and engaging him. Eventually, I just said, my mind wasn't telling me, I'm like, see, I'm going to risk it. Whatever it is, if they want to come and carry me, then come and carry me. Do you understand? But I don't think this thing is genuine, right? Luckily, I was like, maybe 5 or 3 minutes away from our student life building. That's like where all the information, student information is. If you want to get information, so I now go walk into the student life building while I'm trying to like call him off and everything. So I'm calling him and he's calling me rather, and I caught the phone and everything. So I went to the building to them and I'm like, see what just happened. Do that, please. Do they should tell me whether there's anything like student council exemption tax. And they said no, that there's nothing like that. And I explained the situation to them. They're like, ah man, you're very lucky you didn't transfer the money to him. And then I also even previously had gone on the website on the and I checked and they said that if you get any text message, call, email about this thing, that you should not answer, that could be tax fraud. That was when my head now even turned. I said, no, this guy's a thief. And the fact I was on, if I was in front of my laptop by the time he called me, I would have been able to easily check online. But the fact I was on my phone, right, and on the call at the same time, it was a bit difficult. But thank God we were home, because that's how the that was. So please be very careful. These were very, they are very, very, very. I will tell you about the next one in my next video about the 3 mobile phone call I got. This same kind of nonsense. They are very, very sketchy. So please, there's nothing like that. Do all your research so that nobody will be able to scam you as much as possible. If you feel you've been scammed at any point in time, there are phone numbers you can call. I'll find a number or find the that I saw online for to report any kind of tax fraud you faced. So you can always call them and tell them, I'm going to send an email to them. I'm going to try and reach out to them and tell them that, see, this is what has been happening, and they're targeting international students. And then he decided to call on 31st of the month, knowing that at the end of the month, so people would have just collected fresh salary. So you'd be stupid enough, you have plenty money in your account now. Yeah, and I'll send us the money quick, quick. So yeah, man, that's my story. More to come. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. I'll be giving you more updates from time to time. Things that are happening with me, my life. I have a lot of things to talk about, trust me. And this is like my own way of venting and my own way of like trying to see who else is relating with the kind of things I've been through and things that they're going through, and maybe we can even help each other out in one way or another. Give me advice, I give you advice, and make the world a better place, basically. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, remember to subscribe to my channel, please. Please, thank you very much. I'm just a fresh up and coming YouTube YouTuber, but I'm optimistic and I hope that you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you, and bye bye.